Today we're going to be tying up a very effective salmon seatrout dollaghan fly called the Executioner. So it's quite a bright body, so I'm going to use silver wire from a rib and also from a tag. Okay. So I'm just going to turn the wire to create a nice rib. Then I'm going to secure that underneath. Secure that underneath. And then draw that back. And that's also going to create my rib. Okay, so I'm just going to build the body up a little bit so the tag and the body are quite level. It'll be easier for putting on the tail. Okay, and for the tail, it's basically golden pheasant. Okay, so I'll wet it. Secure it in a little bit up the shank. I'm going to bring it down to the tag. Okay. Trim off our excess. And then, next I'm going to cut off a bit of red floss, red fluorescent floss this is. And this is going to create a tag. Okay, now the Executioner really would be 50-50, but I'm probably going to do about, that's really just a butt more than a tag. Okay, so 4 or 5 wraps really. That's all I'm hoping I do. I'm not going to varnish it. Sometimes I do varnish the butts, but because I have the wire here, I can actually rib it and it'll be a bit more secure. Okay, just going to bring the thread back up the body. Then I'm going to get some tinsel. And this is silver holographic. And I'm going to use the weight of the bobbin to secure that in. Okay, bring that up to the butt. And then use super glue wraps on the way back down. Okay, usually you have to worry about the body being really flat, but are you really uniform? But with this tinsel, as long as you stretch it really well, you usually don't need to worry. Okay, and the super glue will prevent any slipping. Okay. Couple of turns to secure it in. And again, follow that up with the rib, which should be about 5 turns or so. Give or take a turn. Okay. A few turns, and then what I can do is I can twist off the rib. Okay, and then I can cut off the tinsel. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change the thread. Okay, for the wing, you could use black hair. It's entirely up to yourself. I'm going to use black squirrel. It's a bit stiffer, so ideal for the heads of strings whenever you're fishing low water. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all the underfur and any of those shorter hairs, maybe halfway up. Okay, I'll tie this in so it'll meet the tail, maybe even go slightly past, and just 2 turns, one to hold it in, or one to secure it and one to position it. Okay, if I'm happy with that, then I'm going to use a bit of super glue to make it a bit more permanent. You could also use wax, but super glue just gives that a bit more security with squirrel tail. Okay, then I'm going to flip it over, let that squirrel tail dry. I'm going to use a black hackle to create a beard hackle. Okay, so again I use the back of the capes for these kind of hackles. There's no point wasting good hackles that you could be using in other flies. Okay, and I just keep on stripping until I have enough fibres. You could also tie a hackle and draw it back. This works quite well. Now, that's the tricky bit. So for this size fly, you want to be holding it, but you want to do a pinch and loop at the same time with your opposite hand. Okay, and you can see that splayed almost like a hackle there. Okay. Now, keep in tension. Trim off your excess. Okay, flip it over. And then I want to trim off our wing. Okay, now we can just use the thread and build up a head. Okay. And that's your executioner variant, folks. Not much difference, really, just the shorter, it's more silver. It's obviously got the black head other than the red head. You could call that a red butt silver stoat, even if you wanted. Okay, as always folks, hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did, check out the other videos coming up on screen now. And thanks very much for watching. All the best.